Swipe, Reckless Impulse. And they're just dead, by the way. Striker Rich is free. Ends Resolve. This is why we play the Unstable Amulets, by the way. I mean, they're literally just dead. I could store memories, but I don't even need to. They're literally just dead. GG. The Amulet's really carrying us there. GG. Hello everyone, it's your favorite Storm Mage. I'm the control guy, and I'm back with another video for you guys. Hey, it's the monthly story, it's the monthly combo video. Okay, if you go to the control Reddit, the Timeless Magic Reddit, okay, you will see my name there, and it says occasionally plays combo decks. That's it. That's me, dude. I'm the control guy. Obviously, I play control. I love control, but I can't say no to the occasional combo deck, and I'm very happy because in Lauren, within combo, my favorite type of combo is Storm. The decks where like there's no guaranteed loop that you have, and there's no like guaranteed like just one card, I play it, Omniscience is in play, and I win the game. I like the decks where you actually have to like think and actually build up a line to win. And I'm telling you, Ruby Storm, they've not added it to Arena, by the way. Ruby Storm is not. It's good. It's not like broken or anything because we're missing the 2 mana rituals that generate 3 mana, Pyretic Ritual and Desperate Ritual. We don't have those. I'm not asking. No, not Desperate Ritual. Hold on. Was it? Wait, hold on. Yeah. Pyretic Ritual, definitely. Those are the ones that we want. I'm not asking for Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame would be OP. Like, I'm not asking for Rite of Flame, but Pyretic Ritual and Desperate Ritual would be cool to have on Arena. But yeah, they added Manamorphose, and recently, a few weeks ago, they added Seething Song. So we have 2 rituals now, kind of. So let's play some Restorm, see how it goes. I'll explain more in the deck tech. But yeah, just, hey, the mandatory monthly storm video, not storm video, but the monthly combo video is here, dude. It's not actually going to be monthly. I'll play combo here and there, but I'm more of a control player, to be honest. And I wouldn't say combo is my expertise. I enjoy it. It's fun to play sometimes, so here's another combo video for you guys. All right, let's get into the deck tech. All right, so we got Ruby Storm. What is Ruby Storm? If you've never heard of Ruby Storm, basically it is red. The color red in Magic is like supposed to be very impulsive, right? So you have these cards that kind of like generate temporary value, but you can't keep that value forever. Like for example, right? Wrenn's Resolve exiles the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you can play them. So you draw 2 cards for 2 mana. That's really good, right? But you don't actually get to keep those cards. If you don't play them, they just go away and you can never play them again, right? So impulsive advantage, right? Same goes for mana, right? Seething Song, for 3 mana, you make 5 mana. So on one turn, you have a burst of mana, but then it's gone. It's not like you get like lands or anything or artifact mana or anything. It's just temporary, right? But if you use cards like Ruby Storm to reduce the cost of things, you can just do all these things in one turn and have one turn where you cast like 20 spells and then win the game with, with Grapeshot, which deals 1 damage for every spell you've cast this turn because that's Storm. So yeah, basically the idea is you have Ruby Medallion and you have Storm as your win condition. So you got Ruby Storm, boom, easy. How do you actually do this? So we have Manamorphose now, which is 2 mana to draw a card and make 2 mana, which is mana neutral. It doesn't generate mana, but if you have a Ruby in play, it costs 1 mana to make 2 mana, which means you have a ritual effect, like Dark Ritual, right? You have a ritual. Same goes for Seething Song, where it's 3 mana to make 5 mana. That already is a ritual anyway, but then with Ruby, it costs 2 mana to make 5 mana, so you have a big jump in mana. So what you can do is you have a Ruby in play, and you really want to get a Ruby in play as fast as possible. Then you Manamorphose for 1, make 2 mana out of 1 mana. Then you can draw 2 cards for 1 mana. You keep doing this, you find more rituals, you make more mana, you draw more cards, you make more mana. And eventually, you'll find Grapeshot, and you'll target your opponent, and it will copy itself for every spell you've cast this turn, and boom, 20 damage to your face. There's cards that obviously support this, like, for example, Monsoon Mage, which is basically a Ruby, because he makes instant sorceries cost 1 less to cast. And then, if you've cast 6 instant sorceries, and by the way, Arena kind of, like, it has no UI to track this, so you kind of have to keep counting in your head how many instant sorceries you've cast this turn. But if you've cast 6 instant sorceries, any instant sorcery, it gives you a coin flip to flip him into a planeswalker, okay? If you cast 6, he'll flip into a planeswalker that has 8 loyalty, and will immediately be able to ultimate, which basically looks at the top 8 cards and you can cast instant sorceries for free, which is absolutely broken. You got instant sorcery spells from among those cards without paying the mana cost. So any instant sorceries in the top 8 you get to cast, which basically is just like going off like crazy. So the idea here is we will cast either Ral or Ruby as soon as possible, and then we will just cast a bunch of mana generating spells and a bunch of card draw spells. So where we don't have a bunch of rituals, because obviously if you also had 4 copies of Pyretic Ritual in the deck, you would be way more consistent, right? We're not as consistent as Legacy or Modern Ruby Storm. But we can kind of make up for that with cards like Underworld Breach, which lets us cast our rituals from the graveyard. So as long as we've had one and we have cast a couple of spells, we can kind of use this to like redraw the ritual. Underworld Breach actually in this deck, what I've found, isn't necessarily like, this isn't a Breach combo deck. You're not winning with the Underworld Breach because you don't really have a way of filling your graveyard. It's kind of just like a value card that lets you recast the rituals that are in your graveyard or the card draw spells that are in your graveyard in case you don't draw any new ones. So that's why we're only playing 2 here. It's kind of just like a value card. It's not necessary because there'll be a lot of times where you only have like 6 cards in your graveyard. You only get to cast 1 ritual or 2 out of the graveyard, but whatever. It helps you keep going. Then you have Glimpse Impossible is just another way to draw a bunch of cards. Wish is actually our win condition, kind of. If you don't find the main deck copy of Grapeshot, you can wish for a sideboard copy of whatever. We'll get to that. But yeah, Wish is a win condition. Then you have Storm of Memories, which is added with the Avatar set. This card is bonkers, man. This card, in my opinion, is what makes this deck possible. So Storm as well, so also copies itself for each spell you've cast this turn. And then exile an instant sorcery card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard at random, and then you may cast it without paying its mana cost, and then you exile the spell. So basically, this recasts a spell from your graveyard at random. But the idea here is that when you're storming off, you have so many storm triggers on the stack that you will just cast your whole graveyard again. So all the spells, all the rituals, all the draw spells, and everything in your graveyard just gets cast again. And the cool thing about Storm of Memories is that you actually get to do some really interesting lines. So if, say, you don't have a Ral or a Ruby, you can actually do some, like, Ruby-less lines to find your Ruby. So say you're on three-ish mana, right? Then you cast, like, a Manamorphose into, I don't know, into Seething Song. And then you cast, like, 1 Reckless Impulse or something, or you've cast 1 before. Then you Storm Memories for, like, 3 or 5 Storm or so. It will exile your entire graveyard and cast the spells again. So you get a bunch of mana, and you get to dig, so that then you maybe find a Ruby and can keep going. Or you find another Storm Memories and keep going. Actually, no, you can't. You can't really Storm Memories into Storm Memories because the first Storm Memories stack that you make will exile your whole graveyard. So you kind of have to then rebuild again from scratch. But it is a sick card, and I hope you see it in play today. It's freaking amazing. We have 1 Valakut Awakening, just cool tech land that lets you recycle your hand if you draw too many lands. We're playing a 61 card deck with 1 extra Gaea's Blessing. I'm back to doing this because Mill is super popular right now because of the Pay to Servant Grindstone combo. That's our arena now, so a lot of people are playing Mill. So I think what you just do is if you're playing Emrakul the Aeon's Torrent, that's great. If not, just add 1 Gaea's Blessing to your deck, even if you can't cast it. We can cast it in this deck, first of all. Ral makes it free with its ultimate. Storm Memories, if it's in the graveyard, if you've cast it, or discarded it or whatever, this will cast it, and then you can make green mana with Manamorphose, so it's possible to cast. You also may have a treasure from Strike It Rich. So yeah, you can cast it, but you rarely will. This is only there so that when it gets milled, your graveyard gets shuffled back into your library. And then, to make the deck even more consistent, we're playing Unstable Amulet. So Unstable Amulet says whenever you cast a spell anywhere other than your hand, from anywhere other than your hand, it deals 1 damage. So this is basically just an alternate way to storm your opponent out and just burn them to death without having to find the Grapeshot. Alright, we're also playing Artist Talent. This is just whenever you cast a creature spell, you get to loot, so you get to, like, it really helps your consistency with going off. So that's why we're playing this. The idea is really just to power Ruby, so we're playing Ancient Tomb and Chrome Mox to just play it on turn 1 as soon as possible. And then finally, let's get to the sideboard plan. So we're a Lurrus deck, we are just because we're allowed to be. We're playing 2 Elegant Parlors, and obviously we have treasure tokens from Strike It Rich and Manamorphose, we can cast Lurrus. You rarely will. It's really only there to like bluff being Boros because you fetch an Elegant Parlor and they think you're Boros. But we're allowed to play it, so why not? Then you have Wish for a sideboard copy of Grapeshot to burn your opponent out. You can wish for a Blood Moon in like a low resource deck against like a deck with non-basic lands, and you don't have a lot of resources. You can just wish for Blood Moon them, and then you have infinite time because their lands are mountains and they can't play the game. You have Wish for Empty the Warrens. Empty the Warrens is another storm payoff. It makes 2 red goblins for each storm. So you can sometimes against some decks just wish for this and just for 3 mana because of your Ruby, just make like 12 goblins and they just can't beat that. You just attack them for 2 turns and they die. We have Wish for Storm over the 3rd Storm Memories. This is just if you end up with 5 mana and a wish and then 5 mana, you wish for Storm Memories and do it all again, because Storm Memories will actually, after making all the mana, will also recast the Wish, because Wish costs 3. So yeah, you just could go again and you just couldn't win like that. We also could wish for Stormscale Scion, which is just gonna make a big board of dragons. You'll see this a lot against like creature decks because creature decks can't beat this. The thing about this is it's kind of win more because oftentimes you could just win with Grapeshot, but in some cases where you have like 5 Storm and you end with a Wish and a lot of mana, Stormscale Scion making 5 like 9/9s is going to be stronger than Grapeshotting them down to 10 life, right? So that's the idea there. And then you also have like a little tech piece. You can wish for Chalice of the Void against some decks where it's like super low resource and you just don't have a win yet. You can wish for Chalice on 1 and they can't beat that. Against Affinity, you can wish for Chalice on 0 and that usually like stops them for long enough for you to find your combo. So yeah, that's the deck. Sorry, a long deck tech. Have to explain a lot because obviously you don't usually play Storm on the channel. But yeah, I love Storm. I heckin' love Storm. It's so fun to play. It's very satisfying. It's like I don't know. It's like it's the opposite itch of playing Control. It scratches the opposite itch kind of. Like with Control, I love being able to like the game is under my control. I can do whatever I want. You don't play the game. With Storm, it's the opposite. It's like I'm just balling. I'm just going off, casting spells. Oh my god, I love it. Let's play. Let's just play. I'll show you guys in the games. I'll see you there. Alright. Oh, I was gonna switch to the Gaea avatar, by the way. Alright, oh my goodness, this is a decent hand. We have Reckless Impulse, we have Chrome Mox, we have a turn 1 Ruby. I think this is good. You could play it slow here. Oh, but drawing another Wrenns. So basically we need to find mana. I think I'm gonna pitch Storm Memories to Chrome Mox, play Ruby, and then next turn I get a double dig. Play the Ruby. We're playing Chrome Mox for acceleration, but I did say that during the deck tech, but we're just accelerating. You just really want to have this Ruby in play. Once you have the Ruby in play, your deck is on. Alright, let's see if we can hit good. We just need mana here. Once we find mana, I think we're fine. And by mana, I mean like a Manamorphose or a Seething Song or something like that. Something along those lines. Okay, they're playing Underground Mortuary. Okay, they keep on top. Ancient Tomb. Into Barrogoyf? Okay, sure. Okay, we find this. It's not necessary. Let's just go. Let's see what we can find. Find Wish. Okay. Interesting. So we have 1 more red mana. I think it's okay because we get to play these cards until the end of our next turn. So let's Reckless Impulse again. See what we find. Find another Reckless Impulse. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna fetch Mountain, and I'm gonna play the Artist Talent so that next turn we can start looting our cards away, and then we get to basically like go off with 3 mana. I think as long as they don't disrupt our Ruby here, we should be in a very good spot. They're playing Jund. They attack me. They mill 2. Ooh, they get the Wary Zone Guard, but they don't have the Strip Mine yet. Okay. Okay, they don't have the Strip Mine just yet. 1 ring. Okay, we can win through the 1 ring. Well, kind of. We just make a board of dragons. So we should be fine here. Okay, another Ancient Tomb. That's not what we're looking for, but that's fine. We Reckless Impulse. Artist Talent will trigger. We discard an Ancient Tomb. Draw a card. Okay, Wrenn's Resolve. We're looking for mana here. We're gonna discard another Ancient Tomb. Seething Song, there it is. And Manamorphose. Okay, we've won. We won here. Alright, let's make 2 mana. Discard Chrome Mox. Oh, there's our enabler as well. Beautiful. Oh, and a Ral. Okay, we're cooking. Here's Ral. Seething Song. Discard a land. Oh, and there's 2 of those. We take 1 damage from Ral, but that's fine. Do this. Not gonna discard. Do this. Not gonna discard. Draw some cards with these. Oh, Grapeshot. Can't really Grapeshot them here because they have protection from everything, but that's fine. We're gonna look to... how many instant sorceries did I cast this turn? Oops, I wasn't keeping track. Oh, shoot. How many did I cast this turn? Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. I was not keeping track. We have 8 Storm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, I was not keeping track. I'm gonna say no. I think we only cast 5. We are looking to... We're gonna wish into a Stormscale Scion here. I think now we can transform. Okay, we found Storm of Memories. That's good. That's good, right? So Storm of Memories has 9 Storm. It's going to be 10 if I cast the Wish. So that should be free. We just cast Wish. Then we Storm of Memories. Cast this. Just have to be careful not to draw our deck. We're gonna make a lot of mana here. We're gonna lock them out here. We're gonna cast... We get 2 wishes. We're gonna cast a lot of Stormscale Scions. And we're gonna... We're just looking for mana here. Okay, there's more Seething Songs. I'm gonna go into full control and cast this. Draw 2. In response to this, I'm gonna Seething Song, because Seething Song is gonna is now then gonna go to the graveyard so that we can potentially hit it again off of the Storm of Memories. Another Wish, that's exactly what we want here. Resolve. Wish. Manamorphose. What's in our wish board again? Empty the war. Oh, we could... Yeah, no. We're gonna Stormscale and we're gonna Chalice. But or we could even... Oh, yeah. No, we Stormscale and we Blood Moon. I think that's the play. We're about to Stormscale and Blood Moon. Red. We just need a lot of mana, that's all. 10 mana should be fine, though. I'm actually gonna... Should I start declining so that we keep cards in our graveyard? 10 mana is fine, right? I'm gonna... Blood Moon, that costs 2 mana, and Stormscale. I'm gonna decline. I'm gonna start declining. Because that way we can... Oh, wait, no, never mind. They still get exiled. Oops. Well, who cares? Discard a card, sure. Sure, that's fine. Alright, Wish. We're gonna cast Blood Moon. Cast with Wish. Sure. Cast Blood Moon. I love that you guys get to see us go hard in the first game here, by the way. Let's go. Blood Moon. And then Stormscale Scion for X equals Storm equals 22. Resolve all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26, 25, 25. Sorry, I miscounted. And then we're going to plus Ral, actually, because that way we can, if anything happens, we can go off again next turn. So, plus that. And I guess we can buy Lurrus, because why not? Why not buy Lurrus? Alright, so. Their mana is non-functional. We have 21, we have 22, 25, 25s in play. Good luck, opponent. Good luck. Go get him, opponent. You got this. You got this, opponent. You got this. Chaining rings won't stop them. We just wait. And they're dead. So, here's the thing. You could put Alchemist's Gambit in the sideboard. Alchemist's Gambit is a 3 mana extra turn spell that lets you take an extra turn after this one, and during that turn, damage can't be prevented, but at the end of that turn, you lose the game. That way, we can get around ring protection. But realistically, if I like, against this deck, I just turn all their lands to mountains. And against, like, I don't know, any other deck, like maybe Energy or whatever, I just chalice on 1 and they can't play spells. So that's why I don't really care. Here as well, we still have, by the way, we also next turn with all of this, we can just storm off again and Grapeshot them. Like, that's not a problem. We have a lot of, like, as long as, like, the only way they can somehow win this is if they change, like, a control deck like Blue-White Control could chain rings and then wipe the board, and that would maybe win. But even still, we're fine. Like, we're winning. We are balling this game, and I'm so happy you guys got to see it. Game 1, Storm of freaking Memories, dude. This card is something else. Absolutely broken. Not broken, but like so fun. One thing though, I forgot. I didn't realize that if you decline it still exiles the card. I thought declining would put it back into the graveyard. So yeah, just cast the cards. Why not? Sometimes you'll want to decline the Wrenn's resolves and Reckless Impulses because you will actually draw your whole deck, but we were fine. Yeah, and then I kept the Ral around in case we have to storm off again next turn. So if they did have another, like, a board wipe or something, I would just storm off again next turn, right? So GG. 22, 25, 25s, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. See, the other thing about Storm is that Storm is really, really good in Best of 1 because there's a lot of Storm hate, but it's not great to play Storm hate main deck. Similarly to why Mill is good in Best of 1, Storm is even better because, like, you can play Dampening Sphere in your sideboard, but you don't really want to play that main deck ever, right? So yeah, that's why I think Storm is insane in Best of 1. So if you have a good Storm deck in your format, you should be playing it if there's a Best of 1 queue. Alright, let's see. We have mana, we have Underworld Breach, but we have no rubies. I think this hand is still okay, though, because we can Reckless Impulse. I think we fetch a Surveil land. Because on turn 2, we can then Seething Song into something, potentially. So I think we keep this hand, and we'll play a fetch land and Surveil and try to find the ruby. And of course, if we find the ruby, that's amazing. Another Chrome Mox. I'm gonna just Surveil here, I'm gonna play it slow. This could either be... This is probably Energy. They're not playing Surveil lands, it's probably Energy. Let's see what they play. Thoughtseize, that's fine. Our hand isn't even that good. And if they Thoughtseize a Seething Song here, it's just in the graveyard for Underworld Breach and for Storm of Memories. If they Thoughtseize Reckless Impulse, that's fine as well. Alright. We need a ruby anyway, so we're fine. And a Surveil. Storm of Memories. Well, with a Seething Song, that would have been good, but... Ooh, do we keep this? I think I keep this. And I'm gonna Reckless Impulse here just to see what we find for next turn. Okay, just lands. Sure. Raptor, that's fine. Guide of Souls, that's good. Make a cat, that's fine. Still not finding what we need here. I'm just gonna Impulse again. Just draw to find the ruby. I'm gonna play this Amulet. And I can keep this till next turn, so I'm not going to use it just yet. Artist Talent. Artist Talent is okay. Another Raptor. As long as we're not dead on board, we don't really care. We're just looking for, like, a Ruby. A Ruby or a Ral will do. Bone Moss is fine. It's a little good against Manamorphose, but that's okay. We will have to do something next turn, I believe, because they are starting to get a pretty big board. Probably going to be in quite the bad situation on board. So if we top like a Ruby here, we're very happy. If not, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, we do want a Ruby here. It's not a Ruby, okay. Leveling up Artist Talent also technically is like a Ruby, but that costs 5 mana, and we don't have enough mana to do that. So I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna try and do a low resource Store of Memories. Yeah, okay. Let's... should I Surveil, or should I... Oh, God. I think I'm gonna Surveil, in case I have a Ruby on top. I don't have a Ruby on top. Okay, I'm gonna bin that. We're gonna play Manamorphose. Red. Glimpse. Yeah, hit me. Chrome Mox. Pitch something. Pitch Glimpse. Now, I could store Memories for 3 and hope to hit. Or I could Underworld Breach. Oh, I like Underworld Breach, actually. Yeah, I like Underworld Breach. That's more Storm. Yeah, okay. We're gonna Breach. We're gonna cast Seething Song with Breach. That way we also get to exile cards we don't want to hit. And then we're guaranteed going to hit the rest. So I think we need cards over mana here. So do this. Make 5. Hit them. Now we have exactly enough for Storm Memories, which is going to exile all of our graveyard and recast everything. So draw 2. Chrome Mox, strike it rich. Gain 5 mana. And draw 2. Okay, there's Ral. There's Ral. That's good. Ral is good. Now we Ral. Strike it rich because we might as well. Now, again, I do not know how many instant sorceries we could cast, but we started with Manamorphose into Seething Song, into Storm Memories, and then Storm Memories is cast. So I think we should have enough. We should have enough instant sorceries for Ral. Let's see. We have 3 mana here. I'm gonna cast a Wrenn's Resolve, hoping to flip Ral here. There we go. Take action. Should have enough. 10. Yep. Green. Okay. Cool. Then I'm gonna Chrome Mox. I'm going for a Ral line here because I want to make sure I'm flipping more Rals. So I'm actually going to recast this Ral. Right? I think so. Yeah, I'm going to recast this Ral and hope that this Ral hits more instant sorcery so I can flip. We hit a couple. We hit Storm Memories. Make mana. Didn't flip. That's fine. Gonna cast this. Didn't flip. That's fine. Bone Master triggers and hits me. Ouch. Storm Memories 15. Exile my whole graveyard again. Bunch of hits for Ral. Wrenn's Resolve. Didn't flip. That's bad. We're starting to take a bunch of damage. Hold full control. I'm going to decline this. I don't want to draw cards because of the Bowmaster. In response, I'm going to cast Seething Song because that then goes to my graveyard. Gives me another chance of flipping Ral. Won the flip. Take action. Transform. keep the new Ral. Submit 1. Don't have to hold control anymore. Strike it rich, sure. Make a token and make a treasure. We have a lot of mana now, so now we're just looking for a wish. Make more mana. Make more mana. Okay, now we have no more instant sorceries in our graveyard. Oh, another ping. Artist Talent here. We have so much mana that I'm just going to Artist Talent. Because now I can level up Artist Talent. And Artist Talent's last ability makes it so that every ping does 2 damage instead of 1. So now if I just exile spells with Ral, we hit some more spells. We found the Wish as well, but we can just kill them with the Artist Talent plus Unstable Amulet because that deals 3. No, don't draw this card. They have a Burmaster in play. Let's play it safe. And I'll just cast Glimpse for free. Ping them to death. GG. Dude, I love Storm so much. I love Storm so much. It's so fun to make these lines as you're making them. It's like, it's so like non-deterministic, but it's so good. I love Storm. Storm is fire, dude. I love Storm. Man, this deck is so fun. God. We have so much mana there that we can level up Artist Talent to make it so that the Unstable Amulet pings just win us the game immediately. We had the win, by the way, because Ral hit Wish. But that was like, you saw everything in the game. That was a Rubyless line. That was a completely Rubyless line. We didn't find a Ruby that whole game. But Ral into like Storm Memories with, you saw the value Underworld Breach as well. It was perfect. It was literally perfect. I love Storm, dude. It's so fun. Okay, we have a Ruby, we have Manamorphose, we have draws. This is actually a very good hand. We're gonna keep this one. We don't have mana acceleration, but that's fine. Because okay. Green, white. Interesting. I wonder what they're playing. This is a slow start because we have to like wait. So we're kind of like looking for like an Ancient 2 maybe. Birds of Paradise. What are they playing? Soul Cauldron. That's probably some kind of combo deck. Alright, let's Surveil. We want like an Ancient Tomb or a Chrome Mox. I'll take a Manamorphose just because Manamorphose is also just a card that lets us go off. Now, I could... So, they haven't shown me black, which would indicate hand hate. They've shown me white and green, which indicates artifact removal. The way we lose is if we play out Ruby and they kill it. Obviously, if we get to go off with 3 Ruby mana next turn, that would be better. And I think I'm going to play it. I don't think that... I'm going to bank on them not playing artifact removal. I might get punished, but that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to play out the Ruby and hope they don't have artifact removal. Because then we get to go off with three mana to start, and then we get generate a bunch of mana. Devoted Druid. This is Devoted Druid combo, okay. Bail off, this has haste. That's okay. Okay, we've won. That's gonna be a GG. So we Unstable Amulet to start. Let's get a card off of this. Manamorphose. Well, we've not won. We have some lines though. Actually, no, we have lines. We can win here. We can go into the sideboard copy of Actually, no, we can't. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, Seething Song. We've won. And you guys are going to see a nice little version of the sideboard copy of Storm Memories here, if we don't just find it with the Reckless Impulses. Underworld Breach. I'm going to do this just for damage building, although it's not really necessary. I'm being a little lax with my mana counting. I could make a mistake here and run out of mana, but I should be fine. In fact, I think I'm even... Okay, wait. Okay, let me actually mana count here. If I play the third amulet, I go down to 2. Then I play Seething Song, go up to 5. Then I play Wish, go down to 3. Then I can't cast the sideboard copy of Storm of Memories. So I think I'm actually, at this point, gonna Seething Song into the sideboard copy of Storm. Wish. Into the sideboard copy of Storm Memories. And this should just be the kill. Because now we can... Yeah, this is deterministic, because this is going to exile every instance also in our graveyard. It's going to cast all of our rituals again, so we'll have a lot of mana. And then we can go into this... And because of the double amulets, every single one of these is going to ping our opponent. Double ping our opponent, and then we go into the sideboard copy of Grapeshot and kill our opponent. So this is just lethal. Yeah, I mean... What can I say? This deck is very consistent. If we didn't have the wish there, we would have just we would have kept digging, would have played the amulet, and then every dig spell we cast starts burning them for 3. So yeah, I mean, very consistent deck. Obviously we're getting a little lucky because obviously we only have Manamorphose and Seething Song as our mana generators in this deck. So if you don't find them, it's very hard to like build resources without them. So once you have one Seething Song, you should be fine, but it's getting there. We would really want the 3 mana generating rituals. We really want them in red, but I mean, I'm very happy with the deck as it is right now. It's very fun. It's not obnoxious in my opinion yet, because with the 2 mana rituals, this deck would be obnoxious because it would just be too consistent, right? The way it is now, it has a real fail rate, but it's still very fun when you go off. So I think, actually, unironically, for the timeless format, I like the way the deck is right now. I think this is like the healthiest state it could be in. If they added even one of the 2 mana rituals, it would become too consistent. You would just have it too often, because then you would just always have a ritual available, and you would just be able to just go off, right? So yeah, I like the way this deck is at right now. Storm Memories is so fun. Storm in general is such a fun strategy to me. I really like Storm. I've been a long-term viewer of the Epic Storm on YouTube. I love Storm. It's so fun. And this obviously sounds a lot not like Control Guy, but trust me, it's a Venn diagram, okay? And like Control and Storm, they both have a place in my heart. Obviously, I'm a Control player. I like Control a little more, obviously, but man, Storm is so fun. Storm is so fun. Alright, we go first. We have Ral and Ruby, but no mana generation and no mana. This one's a little bit awkward. I should do the math here and check what our odds are to draw land or Chrome Mox. We go first. I think I'm going to bank on the Surveil land here and hope to find a mana source, because any mana source is fine, right? As long as we find, like, we can Reckless Impulse for more and everything. I'm just going to bank on the Surveil land here and hope that it's good enough. Overgrown Tomb, that's fine. Even if they Thought Seize us, we have Ral and Ruby, so that's fine. They can take whatever they want. They're probably going to take Ruby, and then when we play Ral, they'll Fatal Push Ral, so we've got to be a little careful there. But yeah. I'd be surprised. Oh, they took Ral. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's hope we find a mana source so we can get Ruby into play. Because green-black shouldn't be able to deal with Ruby once it's in play. We found the land. Amazing. Well, this is going to play out the Ruby. If they have a removal spell for the Ruby, that's great, but they shouldn't. Not to my knowledge. Okay, and then this is going to be a setup turn for... I said it's going to be a setup turn. In reality, we might just go off this turn. Now, there are some options here. Do we start with Unstable Amulet or start with Manamorphose? Now, Unstable Amulet obviously cares about casting spells from exile. I think I'm going to start with Amulet because we're going to cast the Morphose from hand anyway. See how we draw off of the Amulet. Wrenn Resolve. Play Manamorphose. Red. Okay, another Amulet. Now, again, I could set up or I could try to draw some cards. This Wrenn Resolve is in our hand, is permanent because of the Amulet. So I think I'm going to cast the Reckless Impulse from hand here. Because we get to keep this forever anyway. Let's see what they do here. So if we find mana, I'll keep going. If we don't find mana, I'll just play this. Master doesn't really stop us. They should have cast it in response to the Morphose. I don't know why they didn't. Okay, we didn't find mana. Oh, we have a land drop actually. Oh, okay. In that case, I'm gonna Impulse again, because we could find a Manamorphose. Okay, we didn't. That's fine. I'm just gonna play land, fetch, and then next turn we should be able to go off pretty easy. Just need. Oh, there's a Seething. Okay, next turn we're going off. We're going off next turn. Let's see if they can stop us before then. Ooh, taking Storm Memories is very good, but they're not going to take it. They're going to take Underworld Breach instead. Okay. Interesting. I feel like they should have taken Storm, because they're going to lose the memories here. I feel like they should have taken Storm Memories. I don't know. You tell me. Alright, Reckless Impulse. Deal 2. Play Mountain. Seething Song. Make 5, Reckless Impulse. And they're just dead, by the way. Striker Rich is free. Wrenn's Resolve. This is why we play the Unstable Amulets, by the way. I mean, they're literally just dead. I could Storm Memories, but I don't even need to. They're literally just dead. GG. The Amulets really carrying us there. GG. Yeah, man. I mean, what can I say? Unstable Amulet, like, this card is, in my opinion, so good in Ruby Storm that I'm surprised that Legacy Ruby Storm isn't playing it. Like, this card is insane. It's just like, it's 1 mana with the Ruby in play. It draws you a card, so it replaces itself, and then it just acts as your Grapeshot. It's just there. It's just in play, and just every time you cast a spell, it just burns your opponent. Like, what? There's no way that's fair. This is so good. Storm Memories there obviously is just gonna ball. We're gonna cast any number of our instant sorceries, and just destroy our opponent there. So yeah, GG's. Damn, this deck is on fire. Okay, so this hand here, no acceleration. We have a Seething Song, which is good, but we have no acceleration at all. And no Ruby. With our opponent going first, I think we mulligan this one. This one has acceleration. I think I'll keep this one, bottom the Grapeshot, but I mean, we have Ral actually, which is, Ral is a Ruby. Actually, we can go off here. Wait, hold on, this is a turn 1. This is a turn 1! Oh my god, wait, this could be insane. This is a turn 1, right? Because you play Ancient Tomb, you play Chrome Mox, you pitch a Wrenn's Resolve, you Seething Song, you play Ral, you play Wrenn's Resolve, flip Ral, no. Another Seething Song. No. Oh my god, we've won every flip. We've only cast 4 instant sorceries though. I'm gonna make white here. Does that matter? I think we have to flip Ral. I think I have to flip Ral here because there's no guarantee we draw what we need off of this. And I'm actually gonna make white. Because it depends on what we draw. We drew another Ral. I think the correct play here is, unironically, to kill this. Oh wait, no, cancel. Kill this. Buy Lurrus, full control. 1, 2, 3. Play Lurrus. Yeah. Order pay. Because we fizzled there. So I think the correct play is to play Lurrus. We kind of fizzled. We needed to draw. Maybe I shouldn't have pitched Wrenn's Resolve. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have pitched Wrenn's Resolve. Maybe that was a little ambitious. I didn't really have anything else to pitch though, to be honest. It was an attempt. It was an attempt, a turn 1 attempt. We didn't hit it, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's okay. Nethergoid. Ooh, land is not what we're trying to see here. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna attack. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, because if Ral dies, I can get him back with Lurrus. Let's surveil, see what we find. Okay, Breach. I don't think Breach does anything, because we don't have a lot of cards in our graveyard. I don't think Breach does anything. I'm going to bin it. We can cast it with Lurrus anyway, if we need to. We're going to lose this Ancient Tomb. I don't think we're playing this route either. I'm just going to plus this. Awkward. This is quite awkward. What do we need to hit here? What do we need to hit here? Oh, that's fine. No blocks. What do we need to hit? This is an interesting one. This is a very low resource game. I don't know what we need to hit to win. Oh, that's bad. That makes us discard the Row in hand. That's really bad. That's really bad. Impulse is a good hit, though. Okay, so... That's plus. I'm gonna Impulse here. If we find a land... We found a land and a Ruby. Is this the win? This might just be the win, guys. I'm not sure if it is, but let's find out. We're gonna Breach. Then we're gonna find a land. Seething Song. 1, 2... Oh, what do I exile? Oh, this is awkward. So, how do we even... how do we win here? We Seething Song, make 5, and then we have to get, like, lucky with, we have to get lucky with Wrenn's Resolve, right? Or Wecker's Impulse. I guess I have to pitch Ral. We have to get lucky here. Okay, that's a start. Oh my god, what a whiff. Holy whiff. Holy whiff. Okay, that was really bad. Well, attack with Lurrus. Holy whiff. That was a really bad whiff. Oh, yikes. But that did go, those cards went to the graveyard for our Underworld Breach next turn, so I guess that's fine. Oh, that's awkward. Okay. I can block as well with the Spawn token. It's awkward. That was a whiff. This game is very interesting. Like, this is like a very interesting bonus game here, because like we really whiffed there, and we've been whiffing a lot. Like, we need like more card draw. Pasta blockers, block. Okay. Bowmaster, it doesn't matter. What are they paying? Okay. Plus Ral. I'm gonna actually play this because it puts a land in the graveyard for the Breach. And then we'll Breach again with Lurrus. Lurrus being super relevant this game, by the way. And I think we start with an Impulse. Exile Rubies. Okay, there we go. There we go. Should be fine now. Hopefully. I'm gonna Seething Song. That's the rest. That's all I get from the graveyard this turn, by the way. Oh, Manamorphose is sick. Okay. Cool. Red, red. Bowmaster triggers, that's fine. Thinking of what to hit here. Lurrus has already done his job. Maybe I shouldn't have hit that. Maybe I should have hit something else. Holy whiff, dude. Again? Dude, I whiffed again. You can't make this shit up. I whiffed again. Oh my god. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I whiffed again, but it's okay. Oh my god. These whiffs are so bad. Bargoy. That's good, but not gonna be enough here. I think I still win. We're actually gonna win with Ral -2. That's fire. We're about to win with Ral -2. Go to blocks. Yeah, pass. We won. A storm deck. Our storm deck won with Ral -2. By the way, oh my god, those are some bad sequences of cards. We whiffed a lot this game, but we somehow managed to make it work. Lurrus was very, very good that game. I've not seen this line before with Lurrus Underworld Breach, but I like that. Like Lurrus bringing Underworld Breach back multiple turns in a row, constantly like letting us keep attempting again and again. That is sick. I really like that. I like that synergy. That's very good. Control guy approval. Whew. Might have to make the combo guy channel, guys. I might have to make the combo guy channel. This is fun. Okay, this is fun. And we're back for the post-game chat. And goddamn, so this deck looked very good this video. It's not as consistent as it was looked this video. Obviously, we got a little lucky, but in that last game, you guys were able to see you can whiff with this deck. Obviously, thankfully, I was playing as an opponent that wasn't like able to like establish their game plan as well. But yeah, you can whiff with this deck. It's obviously you have nut draws. You can technically win on turn 1 if you're very lucky. You would need to like have Ancient Tomb, Chrome Mox, and a Pitchable, and a Ruby, and a Manamorphose. Then you can technically win on turn 1 if you Manamorphose into like another Manamorphose, into Seething Song, into Wrenn's Resolve, and then you just go off. It's possible to win on turn 1 with this. It's more likely to win on turn 3-ish. Turn 2 is also possible, but if you had an Ancient Tomb Ruby start, then it's very likely that you can win on turn 2. But it's the most likely to win is on turn 3 or after that. Because you have to establish your permanence first, and then you just start off with spells. You need a Ruby or a Ral. Honestly, preferably both, and then you can start storming off. I don't own the 4th Ral, but honestly, I think 3 is a good number still. Even if you don't have the 4th, don't worry. I think 3 is actually absolutely okay. You want 4 obviously because these are your enablers. You want 4 Rubies and 4 Rals. And then yeah, this is just, it's such a cool deck. I love you guys. I'm very happy that this video you guys got to see all the angles. You got to see a Storm of Memories win. You got to see a Rubyless win. You got to see I think you got to see a Grapeshot win, right? So very cool. Very cool stuff. You even got to see a Blood Moon lockout. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Anyway, guys, yeah, this deck is fun as hell. I definitely recommend if you have the wildcards lying around, try it out. Obviously, because of my set collection in MH3, I just had Rals lying around, and I had rubies already crafted, already opened from packs, so that was good. I had to use a couple wildcards to finish the deck out, especially for Storm of Memories, but this card is really fun, really, really cool. And yeah, sideboard copy of Storm of Memories, and then go again, then Storm of Memory, wish for another thing, peak. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's open a pack and get out of here. You guys didn't see the mill matchup, but it is currently going on. You can take this card out of the deck if it's making you draw inconsistently, but I think just having the 61st card doesn't make enough of a difference, especially on Arena with the shuffle and everything. It doesn't really make a difference to have 61 cards, and especially if it's such an important thing to just have in your deck against mill. I think you should keep it. But yeah, let's open a pack. Alright, so we're here with an MH3 pack. Almost got a wild card here, so let's see what we get. We got a mythic. Oh, poggers, we got a mythic wild card. Wait, that's insane. Yo. Okay, for context, BD Loves Cake, one of my supporters, requested a deck, and for that deck, I needed exactly one mythic wild card, but I had no way of getting it. But we got it. So BD Loves Cake, when I record your video, we got the card for you, so let's go. That's sick. That's amazing. Yeah, amazing pack. Obviously, what can I say? Every wildcard pack is a good pack. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. This deck was super fun. Really enjoyed it. Big Storm fan. I love Storm. It's like I like combo decks, but I don't like the infinite loop combo deck. I mean, I don't dislike them. They're fun. Like Displacer Kitten is fun as hell. Like, don't get me wrong. But I really like decks where you have to build the line yourself. And Control kind of does this as well, where you have to think ahead and build your lines to actually win the game. I don't like decks where it's just play good creatures, attack, win, or put missions into play, win. Like, I like it when you have to actually think of what's the next thing to do. How do I plan this out? What's the next step? Like, what do I do here to win next turn? Or can I win this turn? Is it possible? I love those type of decks. That's why I play Control, and that's why I like Storm. So yeah, kind of two sides of the same coin. They scratch a different itch, but I love both of them. So probably going to go back to Control next video. But we do actually have one more combo-y deck coming up, because obviously Bead Loves Cake requested something. I'm not going to spoil too much here because it's a spicy deck. So yeah, I'll see you guys for that. But yeah, if you watch all the way till here, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You're the GOAT. And I'm the combo guy, and I bid you all farewell. Peace.